Oh, but I'm, oh, but if you got the love and you bought the time, you're full of ambition, we will be fine.
So come on. Come on.
One day I will listen
Wait
how
there.
that sounds on your brain.
Who the hell is who's supposed to harmonise toothpaste? Yeah, pudding pain.
Your money was signing.
Welcome.
Your money, baby.
Welcome to BPM's A Family Affair with the gang, Mideyah, Pudding, Travesty, with no picture. And
Hi.
Yo, everybody listening out there, team for the Travesty. We'll make sure she's got a picture, and that's a promise to all the audience and all the listeners.
actually, I want
Your
to
money
check
was signing.
if you got. I don't even know if the picture actually shows up on.
And you know what? Even if you have
Like
your
it doesn't show
own
up.
hygiene, there are things.
Can you please mute the background noise? Can you please mute the background noise?
What is that in the background? What is that? What is that?
Alstallio,
It's not
we
me.
have this problem in uni. When the lecturers say mute your mics until you need to ask a question, some people leave their mics open and you hear all the nonsense in the background. Some of them are arguing. You've got
Really?
kids stucking over the near latest biscuit. You've got people complaining. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I love that because it always seems to be someone arguing, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
get out of the house. And you're
Yes,
like,
that's what's going on, yeah.
You know? But at least the drama element's still there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get straight into it. You know, there was an interview released this week. Obviously, a classic. Actually, it was a classic. Did you see it? Did everyone see it?
I seen it.
I didn't.
seen it. I was
You didn't watch it,
I was gonna
Mideyah?
risk.
No,
I
you watched it.
You watched the Travesty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Mideyah, I would recommend watching it. You might as well watch it because
I didn't need to watch it because everything over social media has told me how it all went.
yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of anyway. We're talking about the royal. Well, it's still royal. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview, and
Meghan Markle,
Meghan Markle, whatever her name is. And it was very interesting actually because, like, I felt, and a lot of people, there's two crews online. A lot of people are like, yeah, she's just in it for the money, and she's just trying to get where she wants to get, and blah blah. She's just using Harry. But what I saw, sorry,
she was already there. She was already out there.
it's exactly what I feel like. I feel like it. The way it looks like to me is that they're strong, that's a strong couple, man. And they've decided that they're going to go in a direction together and they're down for each other. And all these people who are like, oh, she's just trying it, especially, you know, your friend Piers Morgan.
Whose friend is he? He
That's what I'm saying.
he must be Travis's friend because he's an Aries after all.
Yeah. So, I see a strong couple who've come out. They don't care about the consequences. They're upset by the way they've been handled or treated. And they decided they're going to talk about it. And I think that's great. But some of the key things in the interview, which I noticed, is when Harry was talking and he was like, yeah, you know, I was trying to speak to my dad before he cut me off. And I was like, wait, what did he say? And I had to rewind it back. I was like, his dad stopped answering his calls. I was like, wait, how's it? What? Why? You know what I mean? Why? Can anyone?
Well, Alstallio,
He's got no manners.
He's got no manners. And also, this is another classic case of Edward and Mrs. Simpson. You remember that the king, he would have been the king had he not decided to abdicate to be with the divorced American woman that he loved. And they were together until they died. And
so he was right?
Yeah.
So he was right. And
Yeah,
Edward
he
was
was
right. Because even though they were all against it, I think when Churchill said he didn't approve of it, obviously George, I think it was the fifth, and it was in the fifth.
Something like that, yeah.
He was the head of the Church of England. So the church didn't support it either, that he was gonna try and marry the woman who's 2 times divorced, because you're only allowed to marry somebody once your current partner has died. You know, that's it. And she had 2 living ex-husbands, which was scorned upon back then. But look, they went against it and worked out. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad they did it. The only thing I think is really wrong, and for all those who are royalists out there, I don't care if you think I'm attacking them. I'm entitled to my freedom of speech, just like Pierce.
Oh, get off this podcast.
At the end of the day, let me lose my trail of thought.
Wow.
He'll probably come back.
I support Meghan and Harry.
I do.
I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I think
No.
the only thing I couldn't understand is why the security got
That's out of order.
retracted.
Because
Yeah,
I answer that one. Let me answer that one. I know what I was going to say before I answer that one is, even when Edward had died, you know, the Queen would not allow them to be buried together. When the other one, Miss Simpson, died after Edward, obviously, the Queen wouldn't allow them to be buried together in death.
No, she didn't.
That was the most cruelest thing that they could have done. But going back to why they've taken away the security, it's obvious. They want them to be lynched, simple as, without them getting the blame.
Well, I actually thought that and they even said that in an interview. They saw it going the same way as his mum. And I'm sorry, but I actually think Harry has never forgiven his family. He's never forgiven his family for what's happened, and he knows.
And I don't blame him. It was his mum.
Yeah,
it was his mum.
I would like to know what William thinks as well, because William's a bit more conformed. But I'm pretty
He's
sure
conformed because he's
William said, the statement come out, William said that his family's never been racist. That's all we've heard about.
They got Prince William. They got Prince Philip at the helm.
Oh my God, he was the first person to blatantly be racist. He was more racist against the Chinks.
Yeah, he was racist against the Chinks, the Indians.
You can't say that. You can't
No,
say
that's
Chinks.
what he said.
Isn't Chinks?
That's what he said.
A racist term, isn't it? That's the
He's a
Chinese.
racist term.
The flippy-eyed
Asians.
He was the one who said
my
it.
God. Oh, that's what he said.
Yes,
of
that's
course.
what he said.
And you're just
I didn't
repeating
say
it.
it.
Well done.
Yeah.
So,
So out of order.
So anyway, going back, I do think that they I don't know what, to me, I'm like, I can't understand the risk level. I'm like, okay, Harry and Meghan live alone now. They're chilling in Santa Barbara.
Get me.
What is the risk level? Because it's completely different for royals. They probably
Rich
believe
people.
that
Yeah.
someone's always trying to kidnap them or out for them. But to me, I'm just like, he's just a normal guy. I mean, now he's got nothing. They've taken all their privileges away.
And that's why.
Even if you kidnap him, he's like, okay, I don't belong to the royal family really anymore, so they're not going to come and help me. So there's no point taking me. Or would they still do that? If you got kidnapped, would there be a case where the royal family would have to say...
They would have to step in.
Would have to,
I don't know.
They would step in because they would step in because they would lose face if they didn't. And don't forget, you've got the American people who would step in, the FBI, the CIA, everybody would step in.
Yeah,
and if you've forgotten that Tyler Perry's offered them security.
Yeah, sorry, he gave them security, looked after them, and Tyler Perry and was it Oprah Winfrey?
Oprah's done something as well.
Was it Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey? Yeah.
Tyler Perry gave him some form of security. I don't know if it's somewhere to stay.
For the 6 months they were in California, I don't know where to stay, so Tyler Perry took them in.
Oprah's giving them the platform to speak up on it.
Yeah.
That's why he said, I'll give you some security, but you gotta give me your story. We'll make a film
What's
about
wrong
it.
with that? No, I don't blame him.
No, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I respect them speaking out. But what I cannot get over is that evil Pierce.
Oh, he's just
the way he was bitter. I mean, did you see the little clip where he was saying that Meghan used to text him and they used to meet up and that, and then one day they went out and she met Prince Harry and then she ghosted him.
He's jealous.
This
guy is. He wanted her.
I would too. You're too chat.
He wanted her himself, and that's all I can pull from it. He wanted her himself, and he never got her. And he's mad as hell about it. And he's still to this day. That's the one that got away from him. He's like, oh man, I wanted this girl so bad. You know, one of them ones. Actually, probably not as a women, but I know as a man, it's like, oh, I want that girl, man.
Yeah, the one you can't have.
Yeah, that's it. Like some,
and she never got off. She effed up. No, you know, because obviously he's got more to offer than him. And he's a TV
exactly.
presenter. Right.
Wow, you never should have had to get Prince. What?
Yeah, mate, it's true,
But
isn't
but at the end of the day, I think it is unfair that people just assume she was a gold digger because that's basically what they're trying to make out. She may have just been interested in Harry anyway. It doesn't have to have been because of his status or because he might have money.
Well, if she went out,
I don't know. Sorry to cut you off, Travesty. The
No,
whole
no,
thing
no
with
worries.
her being a gold digger. Think of it. She was on Suits, a sitcom that's made it. She's friends with George Clooney and all them. Like, what's she got to gold dig? Really, she get it all herself. That's what people are not looking at. But you've got A-list celebrities coming to your wedding.
Do you get me? Oprah.
Exactly. I doubt Harry was friends with Oprah beforehand.
No, he weren't.
That's what people are not looking at.
So it's one of them, isn't he?
Then again, he probably he wouldn't have much problem getting in touch with Oprah if he really wanted to.
That's
We're
true.
talking about Prince of England, man, here.
Yeah, it's true. True that.
Then again, saying that he wasn't like he's not really anywhere in the runnings anyway. I think he's like sixth in line.
Yeah.
So to be fair, it's he's
and
never
I bet he's glad as well.
Yeah, sure.
No responsibility. That's why he's been able to really live his life, isn't he?
That's it.
When you think about it.
I think when you look at his past, you kind of saw that he was going to be more rebellious and a different kind of person because he was always doing rogue stuff, wasn't he, when he was young?
Yeah.
So you kind of could have looked
That's
at it
because
then and
they wanted him to conform and have no feelings. That's why.
They probably already reminded him that you may not be Charles's anyway, so I don't give a crap.
He is Charles's. He's Charles's child. Because the guy who they're trying to put it on, he actually said out of his own mouth, when he met Diana, Harry was already a toddler.
All right.
So how do you work it out that that's his child?
No, I don't know then.
And then they showed you that Diana's family, a lot of them are redheads anyway.
All right then.
You know, so and if it was really true, don't you think DNAs would have been done by now? Let's be real. He looks like Charles. If you look at that child, Harry properly, he does look like Charles.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the first one looks more like the mum. Is William. William looks more like his mum, and
he does.
Harry looks like his dad.
It's kind of weird though, isn't it? Like how William started off the more attractive guy, but then Harry kind of in older age looks better than him now.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, isn't it?
The wickedness coming through.
William, I've always thought William was a decent guy. You know, I don't think he was he's a bad guy. But then again,
listen, I'm not swearing for anyone.
Listen, he's my future king.
I think William's just one of them people where he's probably seen bad, but you know when you have like bullies and there's a fight and the bully's going with the victim and fighting, and you have them sideliners that are watching it all happen, but they're saying nothing. I think William's one of them sort of guys. He just stays in his own lane.
There we have it. I say no more.
So the question is, are the Rows racist or not? Because William said today that obviously, I think Pudding said it a minute ago that Rows have got no racism in there, but there's no racism in the Rowe family. Then there was a picture came out. Did you see these pictures? I'm trying to see if I can pull up these pictures.
No, it's a Michael Blackson one. He had to jump on that quick, man.
No, the best one, and it'd be nice if Alstallio could have played a clip of it, is the weatherman who they voiced over in patois.
That one.
Have you not got it?
Yeah, I shared it. Yeah. On the FB.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you this picture quickly. Wait, can you see this picture?
No.
Wait.
No. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You see this picture?
Yeah.
So I put this out, and I was like, "Yo," and so this picture. And I was like, "Come on, I was like,
it's so annoying to watch.
This isn't." Yeah, but the thing is, I can imagine they set up a ceremony. He's in Africa, and they set up a ceremony.
Yeah.
And it's come back to bite him.
And it's now meme.
It's like, yeah, that's it. It's like, there's no racism in the royal family. You got all these, I don't like saying it, but look like some slave-looking African guys.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
carrying the king.
Yeah.
And he was one with his wife too, innit? So
Was he?
that came out the same day. He was saying there's no racism in the royal family. I was like, oh, damn, you ain't got no how. There's no chance.
If you look back, as I say, if you look back in the newspaper archives, you will see it where Prince Philip blatantly said the racist slur against the Oriental Asian people.
He's
So
from an
don't-
old time, isn't he?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't give him a right. It doesn't give him a right. You know what I mean?
That, but
That's
second
just-
generation.
That's
Not
just
that,
like, sorry for cutting you, Travis. See, that's just like when Pierce was using the age card to say that Shola was attacking the monarch,
Okay.
and all she was saying is that if they've done something wrong, they need to be called out about it. Oh, you're disgusting, attacking the Queen at 94, and a 99-year-old husband is lying in the hospital bed. That's disgraceful. He tried to deflect from the fact that one of them could have said it, even though Harry's not saying who said it. You cannot say that they definitely didn't say it because he's not saying who's actually said it.
He said
sure.
though, it's not his grandmother and not his grandfather, so it weren't them two.
I
That's
don't
what
know
he
would
did
say.
there.
You know what I mean? Can you?
Yeah.
How do you? I think it's some cheeky fucker. I mean, sorry for the swearing.
Oh,
Everybody,
dear,
that was a slip of the tongue. Beat that out later, please, Alstallio. I think this is some cheeky person who, you know, one of them cheeky ones will pretend to be your friend and they're at the party. You're not really invited. They don't even know you. Yeah, and they're like, oh, what colour do you think your baby's going to be then? Just like that, you think, what?
Well, got
What's got to do with you?
Almost the
Yeah.
size of yours.
I reckon he was the one who made her cry
Yeah, probably, yeah.
without
What
calling
time?
any names.
Yeah,
But that
could
was
be.
like that. But the story in the papers was the other way around. They spun it and said it was actually. I'm going to say it was. They said that basically in the interview, Meghan made Kate Middleton cry, but actually in
But it's
reality
not
it was the other way
true.
around.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I
So
think,
probably think about it. If it was really the other way around, why did she make her cry? Was it that comment that made her cry?
Yeah, could have been.
That's all you've got to think. But, you know,
Yeah. Oh, you and your
Work it out.
stupid black baby.
yeah.
He'll never-
This was
he'll-
before, though.
He'll never
She
be
felt-
king. Can you imagine?
This was before she fell pregnant, that comment, because that was at her wedding, innit? A few days before.
Oh, yeah,
when
it was,
something
it
to do
was,
with
yeah.
her bridesmaid dresses. And she made a comment that made her cry.
yeah, that's
Them
it.
guys'
actually, right.
those dresses look like Zulu dresses or something.
Oh, my God.
Can you
Just
imagine? And it's just
But
burst out like,
apparently, they are saying that Myrtle, because Meghan Markle was not for her own colour in the first place.
oh, well, there you go then. Bad times.
That's what they were saying.
Welcome
It was-
to England.
You know, so they were saying
This is
that she
England.
wasn't for black people in the first place.
Oh, obviously she will, because if you're going to be checking people like Piers Morgan, you're obviously not going out with your own colour, are you? Because I wouldn't be checking no man looking like that.
Exactly. I wouldn't be checking nobody in the Royals either. Have you seen the state of them?
I probably would do Harry because he's a cute little ginger.
I think they're all lovely.
No.
I think I don't know, man. I think if you're in their presence, I think it's different. No, I don't think you could sit there and see one of these guys and be like, oh, yeah. I think you'd be in their awe in it. You'd be like, whoa, that's the
No, I
prince.
wouldn't. I
Queen.
wouldn't.
You don't
You
think
know
so?
why?
You don't think you'd be
No,
starstruck?
No way.
No,
I'll
I
tell
never
you.
have.
I could
Never
see
have.
Prince Philip and think, wow, I wouldn't
Not
mind being
Philip.
king.
Actually, yeah, that's-
I'd mind a
You know
bit
how
of
old
it.
he is?
Or Charles.
This
Ugh.
guy's old. You know, I just checked on Prince Philip. He's
And
99 years
certainly
old.
not Andrew.
Oh, I definitely he wouldn't even look our way anyway. We're too old.
and yeah, and he's interested in the stuff he does abroad and it with the yeah. I'm not gonna say too much about that, but
Yeah,
you know
that's it.
that's what everyone says. This is a distraction from that. But I'm also wondering when people try and tie in things together, it's like, yeah, why would Merkel and Harry, who are really upset with the royals for doing all this stuff, try and distract us from what's happening with Harry?
Yeah.
I don't think they did that for that reason. I this is just my opinion. I think they haven't got much money left and they've used a certain lifestyle. So let's do this interview because they would have got money for this interview.
They got
No,
money.
she said
No.
they never. They said that they were, because Alpa says at the beginning. So you're not getting paid for this. Is that correct? She goes, no, I'm not getting the red cent.
The thing is,
So I was like,
no,
all right.
Princess Diana saved up a lot of money for Harry, so I don't think he's that.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go.
No.
Yeah, it must have inheritance.
Sorry, what they would call broke is when they've got a few million left. That's
true.
what
That
they
is
call
true.
broke. They're not like a normal man who, when they've only got a fiver left, they know they're broke.
Harry, you better get a job.
Got a fiver left. Can you imagine Prince Harry coming? Can you buy me a five? You know, I'm sure he could go out in the street anywhere and ask anybody, and they'll give him money.
They'll give him because they
He
love
doesn't have to
them.
worry. Yeah, they wouldn't have to worry, man.
No.
And don't you think their little boy is so cute?
Their
little boy is absolutely adorable. To me, he looked like Prince William when William was young.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, so it's his kid.
No, it's Harry's child. I'm just saying.
I know.
But did you say it was William's kid?
Oh, did I? No.
Yeah. He looks like William when William was little.
Oh,
so he's definitely a royal baby.
Oh yeah, true, definitely.
Even if he's got a tinge of the black in him, he's still a royal baby.
True that.
He's a royal baby with no titles. Which is actually.
I didn't say then, hadn't I, Alstallio? There is no
order, any.
Yeah. Actually, it's actually legit that I don't give him a title because he's not yet old enough.
Oh yeah, he's not. What is he?
To have it. That's why. So anyone making an uproar about he doesn't get a title because he's black. Actually, that's not true. I think the only thing is they didn't do that with William's kids.
Nah, because they're gonna be in the throne, any. Because if William died tomorrow, his son would automatically become king. So they don't. You automatically are the next in the throne. So everybody knows how it goes.
Why are we forgetting Mr. Wales here, man? Mr. Prince of Wales. When is he gonna get a chance?
He's not.
Going to see the
what? To be fair, you know what I bet it happened there? I bet that says, listen, you can have Camilla, but you're going to have to sit out the phone. Anyway, do it. Safe.
So.
Yeah.
And yet not everybody welcomed Camilla.
Yeah.
They were horrible at first, but they still welcomed her.
Mm.
And she was a divorced woman.
Yeah. But that was always together and everybody knew it.
Everybody knew that, though.
You know what I mean? I don't know why she was even wasting her time being married.
Because they wouldn't. What it is, I think she was past childbearing age, and
was she?
And Charles had to have someone who could give them children, because they needed to keep the line going.
It's true, Annie. It's true.
So I think that's what it was all about, to be honest.
So going back to Harry, do you think? See, all these things you got to understand that probably affected Harry over. Because remember, these guys, doesn't matter if they're princes or kings or whatever, they're still human. They're still human.
Yeah. And you went to go out with their ex, the one you was cheating on my mum with for years.
Yeah, so it's like, am I supposed to just ignore that, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And
if you're like begrudgeful, you know, you have these like, you know, someone lets things go. No, Chad, that's probably why I went off to America for himself. I'm going to get exactly the opposite of what the Royals want.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Although Meghan Markle is such a beautiful lady, man. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, she is stunning, to be honest.
I think.
Yeah, man.
I think
she's got cute. She's got this cute look, classy look.
She's absolutely awesome. That's top totty there, man. That's top totty right there.
And that's what he thought. That's why he thought I'm marrying her.
Yeah. And she's gonna look like that for the next 20 years, probably.
It's true, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's actually true.
She'll be a good-looking old lady as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the black side.
Yeah. Anyway,
where's Meghan's father in all this? Is he still around?
Didn't you see him?
Do you remember she disowned him because she didn't really disown him, but she didn't invite him to the wedding because they have a bad relationship, and that's what Piers Morgan tried to come out.
Stories as well.
That's why Piers Morgan's coming out with all his rubbish, trying to say, "Yeah, look, she's going against her father and stuff." But he's like, her father was never there. He wasn't a decent father to her. So why should she support him?
Exactly.
I think it's the peak as well. Did you see the bit where the sister? She mentioned about her sister was saying, "Oh yeah, she doesn't even bother with me," and you know, she's got a tell-all book about Meghan, but she hadn't been in her life for 18 years, and then 10 years before that was the last time she saw her. So it was like a 10-year interval, then an 18-year interval. So why are you writing a tell-all book?
On the money bandwagon?
Yeah,
of course, so they're gonna win now. Really gonna,
of course.
Crazy. Well, I didn't see that. I feel like the turning point for me watching that interview is when Harry was like, "Oh wow, you know, I felt trapped. You know, my brother's trapped and my father's trapped as well." So the fact that he was hinting at the fact that they're basically just the face of what's going on, they're not really doing it solely with their own heart.
You got to understand, it's a big infrastructure. It's got a lot of money, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The government, then people puppeting the royals, they're wicked. Some wicked set of people. Honestly.
Let's Buckingham Palace into Tesco's.
As I said, Tesco Express.
Yeah. Yeah.
How quick that joke came on Twitter. I was like, oh my gosh. Because everything here in the UK, Alstallio turns, if there's a shop or a place that no one owns anymore, automatically it goes into a massive Tesco Express. So you might as do that with Buckingham Palace.
Someone put that up. I can't believe it.
Yeah, someone put that up on Twitter. I was laughing. Even the Tesco Express in town. I was like, oh my gosh, they finally got rid of the Tesco Express in town. They just built it back up into Tesco Express.
Classic.
Okay.
That's classic.
So I think we can I think we've had enough about that. Can we quickly talk about, just to finish out the show, a bit of this new coming to America too? Because
oh please.
I'm disappointed.
I haven't watched it
yet. No,
you're disappointed. You're disappointed. You haven't watched it yet.
No, I ain't watched it yet because obviously I've seen members' comments, and I thought, oh well, I ain't gonna rush them. If that's the case,
you should watch it because you might see something different.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was all right. To be fair, I think if you look at it for like the nostalgic element, and that obviously they brought back pretty much all the characters from the first.
Did they?
Yeah. Hello.
Has she gone?
She muted herself.
Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I just watched it just for that.
Yeah,
just
that's what I mean.
Nostalgia.
And I think that's why I think a lot of younger people are probably complaining that it's not good enough. But I think if they didn't watch the first one, they don't have this kind of, you got this connection with the first one. I think you probably wouldn't enjoy the second one. But if you got this connection with the first one, I think you'll find it a good watch, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not a classic.
On the other side, sorry to intervene there. The people on my Facebook, before I'd even watched it, the first comment I saw was, sometimes you shouldn't mess with the classic.
Oh, you shouldn't?
And then all I saw was disappointed. It was overrated. It was just, you know what I mean? I didn't see one positive. Actually, there was one positive comment. Oh, I enjoyed it. And the rest were negative.
But you know
these are people in my age group, so we know the old one.
If you look at the bright side, it didn't really cost you anything because if you got Amazon Prime, you got to watch it for free.
Winning. Definitely.
So I mean, you was gonna have Amazon Prime anyway, so you might as well watch it for free because you didn't go to. Imagine if you had to go to the cinema
on a card.
So I don't know. I thought it was all right.
To be honest,
I didn't get to watch it. I only saw bits and dabs, to be honest, of it, little clips, snippets. But I did a bit of reading actually, and I never knew because for ages I wondered why Eddie Murphy never did any acting. I was like, is he retired or whatnot? But did you know that he received the Worst Actors Award? And that's what made him stop. Ever since he did Norbit, they said Worst Actors Award, and he didn't do acting for a while just because of
that. Yeah,
I know.
I love Norbit.
And
I love Norbit as well. I thought it was classy.
Yeah,
definitely. God, it's horrible.
Oh, we never get the Worst Podcast Award.
Oh God!
I'll give up. I'll give up the next day, man.
Definitely.
The fact that I've got an award.
It out now.
The fact that I've got an award for it is the worst thing, you know. It's like you've got an award for the worst actor. Yeah, I don't know.
That is bad, though.
Terrible. Terrible.
So we're just going to say that if you want to find it, that's all I can say about the show.
Yeah.
I can't say any more.
So what we learned is there is racism in the royal family. It started with Prince Philip, and we don't know where it ended because the interview didn't tell us nothing else.
Yeah.
But we know from our own assumptions that Prince Philip was the guy who was in The Sun, always saying stuff about other races.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
And coming to America is good for people who like the old original cast, but not for everybody. Good. Anyway, we'll go around the table. Travesty, you want to start?
It's good to be back this week, folks, and hopefully we'll have some more interesting and controversial titles for you next week. Keep listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jumping on that. But yeah, I'd like to say racism is still very much real, very much alive. I'm glad the interview came out. Pro Meghan, pro Harry, hashtag winning. That's what I like to say.
Yeah. Mideyah?
We got to lose if us is what we choose. That's all I've got to say today.
All right. And I'm going to say to all the people who are in the union rep, like me and Travesty.
Just on that note, I won my case on Tuesday. No further action. That's how you roll.
Well
I'm
done.
not that far. I'm still too new for that stuff, but yeah, we'll see. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody. Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.